when they're sort of producing the content, then they're writing the pieces, whatever you need, actually produce then, how would you typically sort of review and quality check that sort of work?
So internally at Radix, we do a lot of work around making that that process really repeatable and really objective, because the easiest thing when you're reviewing something, the easiest mistake to fall into is to review something on the basis of I wouldn't have written it that way, rather than does this fulfill the criteria, yes or no? Because you're not writing for yourself, you're writing for another audience. And so we have a checklist. We're actually revising it at the moment, but I'm happy to share it with you, and you kind of share the hyperlink with your audience. But we actually have a 15, 16-point checklist of everything that we go through, like yes, no questions about, everything from the basic stuff like, are the facts correct and are there typos in it, right up through to, is there voice and tone? Is it enjoyable to read? Is it going to prompt people to take action? Is the structure clear? All of those things. So having a checklist is really helpful. I think for the marketers that are listening, that also, I think, helps to direct when you're sending stuff out to stakeholders sometimes who might want to rewrite everything and believe that you can't start a sentence with and or but, and all of those things. Just kind of limit the areas that they are the areas of expertise where they're reviewing. Yeah. And sometimes the insight they give you is really helpful. So I think that's useful. One of the other things that we do here is for anything that's like a long piece of content, so either like a really long blog post, ebook, white paper, anything that's going to take us a while to write, we will generally speaking, we'll write an outline first, just kind of bit of working title, bit of an intro, bullet points, just, okay, we're going to cover these things in this order. These are the information that bits of information that we're going to use. These are the sources we're going to reference. These are the points we're going to make. So that if we've got it badly wrong, we don't have so far to row back. Because if you're looking at, a 3,000 word document, and the writer has fundamentally misunderstood one of the key points, that's a lot of rework and everything gets delayed. So, what we normally do, we do this kind of skeleton outline first, get approval or make changes based on that, so that we know that when the final draft comes, we are at least in the right ballpark.